behind Willowbrook Farm, gazing at the starry sky. The air was warm, and the smell of fresh hay from the nearby fields filled the air. It had been a day full of fun and laughter, but there was still something in the air, something that made the children feel as though an adventure was just around the corner. "I wonder what's behind that old gate," Tommy said suddenly, pointing to a rusty, ivy-covered gate at the edge of the farm. The gate had always been there, but it was old and rarely used, and no one had ever spoken of it. "You mean the one that leads to the woods?" Sally asked, squinting her eyes. "It looks so mysterious." "Let's go and have a look," Ben said, jumping to his feet. "We've explored every other part of Willowbrook. Why not this one?" The children scrambled to their feet, their hearts filled with excitement. They had explored every inch of the farm, but the old gate and the mysterious woods beyond had always been out of reach. Today, that was going to change. They walked to the gate, which creaked open easily despite its age. Beyond it lay a narrow path winding through dense trees. As they walked further into the woods, the air seemed to grow cooler, and the sounds of the outside world faded away. Everything was quiet, except for the soft rustling of the leaves underfoot. "This is strange," said Sally, looking around nervously. "I've never noticed how quiet it is here." "I like it," Tommy said with a grin. "It's like we've stepped into another world." As they ventured deeper into the woods, they reached a small clearing, and in the center stood a large, ancient-looking stone pedestal. Atop the pedestal was a delicate golden key, the kind you might find in a fairy tale. "A key?" Ben said, his eyes wide. "What's it for?" Sally reached out cautiously and picked it up. It was surprisingly light, and its surface shimmered in the sunlight. "Look at the engraving on it," she exclaimed, turning it over. There was a tiny inscription, "To Dreamland, where wishes are made." "Dreamland?" Tommy repeated, puzzled. "What does that mean?" Before Sally could answer, the ground beneath them rumbled, and the air shimmered with a soft, magical glow. The trees seemed to bend and sway, as if they were alive. The children stepped back, their eyes wide with amazement. "What's happening?" Ben whispered. Sally, still holding the key, looked up and gasped. "I think the key has unlocked something magical." Suddenly, a swirling vortex appeared before them, glowing in a mix of dazzling colors. It was like a doorway to another world, a world filled with soft clouds and sparkling stars. "Are we dreaming?" Tommy asked, his voice full of wonder. "I don't think so," Sally said, her voice full of awe. "I think we've just opened the gate to Dreamland." With a shared look of excitement, the children stepped through the swirling vortex, finding themselves in a world unlike any they had ever seen. The sky was a deep shade of purple, dotted with twinkling stars, and fluffy clouds floated lazily by. In the distance, they could see a sparkling castle built from shimmering crystals. "Wow," Ben whispered, "this place is amazing." "It's even more beautiful than I imagined," Sally exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. As they wandered deeper into Dreamland, they encountered strange and wonderful creatures. A tiny dragon with glittering scales, a talking owl who gave them riddles, and a friendly unicorn who offered them rides across a river of sparkling moonbeams. "This is like a dream come true," Tommy said, laughing with delight. But as they explored, they began to realize that Dreamland wasn't all fun and games. The children soon learned that the key they had found wasn't just a door to a magical place. It was also the key to solving a mystery. A shadow had fallen over Dreamland, and the children's adventure soon became a quest to help the inhabitants of Dreamland reclaim the lost heart of stars, a powerful gem that had been stolen by the mischievous Night Goblins. With courage and determination, Tommy, Sally and Ben set off to retrieve the Heart of Stars, navigating through enchanted forests, climbing towering mountains, and solving puzzles along the way. Together, they discovered that Dreamland's magic came not from its creatures or its wonders, but from the friendship and bravery that lay within their hearts. After an exciting chase through the Night Goblins' dark lair, the children managed to retrieve the Heart of Stars and return it to Dreamland's central crystal. The moment they did, Dreamland's skies sparkled even brighter, and the land was filled with joy once again. As a reward for their bravery, the creatures of Dreamland granted the children a wish. But instead of asking for treasures or riches, Tommy, Sally and Ben made a simple wish. "We wish that Dreamland will always remain a place where dreams come true, and everyone can be brave and kind.